name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. Got a nice little co-host for you guys today, special little guest. Want to introduce a very good friend of the show, my man Brandon Lang in the house. What up, Brandon?
You know, if I'm going to bring it in your podcast, I might as well just start off with a bang. So check this out. Why do altar boys have their hair parted in the middle?
Why do altar boys have their men parted?
It's okay, Joey.
It's gonna
be okay, Joey.
You What a sick fuck. If you guys don't know, Brandon is a perverted, joke-telling motherfucker. And I knew he was going to come with something crazy right off the bat on the show. But guys, as you know, Brandon is a legend in the fucking business. Been friends with me for 20 fucking years. I'm sure you guys have seen the movie All About Him, Two for the Money. I don't know if he's as handsome as Matthew McConaughey, who played him, but by looking at you, bro, it looks like you've been in the gym a little bit over there. What's going on?
Yes, sir.
You've been focused, huh?
Been focused.
Let's be honest. You had to get a little taste of that testosterone in your life, or what?
Well, you know, I'm 58 now.
No sense of stuttering. It sounds like you got a little testosterone in your life.
Doctor said, I'm amazed you can get hard.
So you had low T,
my
big time.
Testosterone was so low.
Yeah.
And not to branch up, but medically speaking, it was so low that it detected possible cancer. So they did a whole scan and said, it's low. So he prescribed me 1 cc a week, which is pretty normal from guys that I talk to, especially guys who are in their 50s. And so I just started getting in the gym. And I started this January 11th. And as you know, because you're fucking shredded, I'm addicted now. I'm addicted to looking and
health and fitness, no doubt.
The way we feel.
Well, I'm proud to see that's where you're at in your life, brother. That's where you need to be for your kid.
Yeah, nothing will. And then we were talking about the fact that last time I saw you was I did the podcast with you 2 years ago. I live 12 minutes away from your office.
I ain't seen you in 2 years.
You can't. You go take the kid, drop the kid off, bring the kid off, and you just time flies. And then I go, you know what? The wife went out of town for her birthday. I said, the kid's at school. I go, let me go see my boy.
Absolutely.
And I popped in, and here we are. It's crazy how fast time flies. Your kids are 6 and 8. My daughter's 12, and you just scratch your head and say, Jesus.
Well, either way, brother, you're looking good. Stay focused on that gym. That's a lot better than the blow and the fucking alcohol and hanging out on the fucking Las Vegas Strip with our clients. That's for goddamn sure. Shout out to my boy Denny Mason, who, partying and hanging out fucking ended up killing my man. You know what I mean? And I miss him greatly.
Me too.
But anyway, we got a great show for you guys today. Today's December 1st, 2020. Only 1 month left of 2021, and we're going to be right in 2022. Podcast number 340, show sponsored by Wager Attack and our boys over there at Blue Chew, which you probably don't need Blue Chew no more now that you're on that test.
No.
You know, one shot, what do you take, 1 cc a week?
1 cc a week, but you told me I need to split it up and do 7.5 because it's out of my system in 3 days. Good tip from you.
100%. You do it twice a week, keep you focused, keep that dick hard, and you'll be breaking them big. The wife will definitely send you a gift basket while you're at work, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in, and we'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct message me is probably the best way about going to do business, and you will hear back from me immediately. Guys, this is the time of the year where all the scumbag, fucking fraudulent ass, low-life scumbags are out. Everybody's imitating me. Brandon, how many people have you had to delete from your Instagram portraying to be you? How many accounts have you shut down? I'm the real Brandon Lang from Two from the Money. I mean, is it endless or what?
Endless.
I mean, the shit that I deal with on a daily basis. Point being, guys, VIP Sports will not DM you or spam you about any contests, promotions. So if you get contacted by an account with my picture or my family, make sure you look for that blue check mark for your own protection. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or where you ever listen to podcasts. Click the bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we do read all of your comments. I don't so much, but Poppy and everybody else does. I mean, like I said, I want to know what you guys are thinking. The whole idea of why I do this podcast was a spinoff of my show, Money Talks. The guy, is the best in the business. Nobody wins like me. I'm sure you've seen my post on Instagram 2 days ago. Broke the casino for $500,000. A lot of people run their mouth and chirp. I can show you better than I can tell you. And to all you little dick sports consultants out there that claim to be big willies that live in a one-bedroom apartment, get your game up, man. Up your game a little bit. And when you get on my level, let me know. And for all you guys out there that want to win and you want to make Christmas the best year you've ever had, make sure you call or DM me so we could get you some motherfucking money. Let's get right into some quick NBA. Heading into their big matchup against Phoenix on Tuesday night, Golden State Warriors were an impressive 16-4 against the spread to start the season. Second hottest team against the spread is the Cleveland Cavaliers at 15-6 against the spread to start the season. And Cleveland was the underdog in 18 of their 21 games. Golden State lost last night. What'd you think about that?
Tell you what, it's winners go with streaks, losers go against them. That was a tough game simply because you had Phoenix on a winning streak. You had Golden State on a winning streak. Golden State is a dog. Last time they're getting points, Brooklyn 2.5 won the game outright, blew them out in the second half. What was most surprising to me is Devin Booker leaves the game in the second quarter, and Golden State still can't get it done. Shows you the depth of Phoenix, how well Phoenix is playing.
Correct.
But more importantly, putting Bridges on Steph Curry, 1 for 12 for Steph Curry, 12 points on 22 shots.
Yeah, Steph has to be hot to blow somebody out.
Absolutely. So they need to get Clay back because if Bridges is going to play that kind of defense and Steph doesn't have anybody to defer to on his level, that might be a key or maybe it's just a matchup of Phoenix matches up well with them. I don't know.
Here's one thing we do know. The sports books cleaned up on that game because everyone and their mom bet Golden State and the over. It was a well-under game, and they did not get the job done. So that's what I wanted to ask you about Klay Thompson. I agree when he comes back, they can use his defense. We both know offensively he's not going to be where he was.
No, but you still have to respect him. So you double Steph, Clay's open. It brings that dynamic back in it that if Clay knocks down a couple of shots, what do? Who do you leave open? The Splash Brothers are back, and that at least you have to respect Clay's on the floor. Think about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do in the rest of the year.
But think about Clay. Gets the injury, comes all the way back, and then injures it again and loses another year. So to go through what he went through for 2 years.
You talk about mental depression.
Oh, my God.
Guy's got to be losing his fucking mind. You think people with
Absolutely.
COVID are struggling. Klay Thompson's right there. Looks like he probably feels like he's had COVID for 2 years fucking straight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Speaking of COVID, this new little African strain has hit the United States. My baby's mom is sick as a fucking dog. Here's a 40-year-old woman, healthy as fuck, been in bed for 11 days straight.
It's fucking up my gala, my nodes, my crypto.
Your Bitcoin?
Not Bitcoin. Bitcoin in 2008 went for $40.
Well, your trades through your crypto.
Yes, but it's a nodes and coins and town coins, and it would take me 5 hours to explain what my financial guy explained to me. All I know is I bought a node for $7,500. It's now at 63 cents, and I'm at 130,000 off that 7,500.
Nice. So what are you saying that COVID's slowing you up with?
Because now that the stock market's kind of dipping now because this new strand's coming in, so crypto's sort of taking down. Think about this. If somebody came to you in 2008 with crypto at $40,
I don't even want to hear it. Like I said,
Today
I'm
it's-
the type of guy that I want you to invest with me,
Right.
but my cheap ass doesn't want to invest with you.
But-
don't forget, my client is crypto.
right?
Folks.
So I'm
He's the
saying,
biggest guys in the
so I
business.
said to you because I know how you are with money. Give it to him.
Oh, I gave it to him.
Good.
I gave it
Because
to him, and boy, is he kicking ass. Shout out to my boy
absolutely.
Crypto
So
Face.
we need this strand to come, light people up, get the vaccine, and then die, and crypto will in the
Like
branch of-
COVID's here, the only strand that you need to have right now is that Master Closer Kush. All you got to do is go grab Steve Stevens' Master Closer Kush, light that strand up, smoke it, and get high as a motherfucker, and don't even worry about what's going to happen. We've already been through a bunch of bullshit. Last thing I'm going to let is COVID fucking get in my way of
Absolutely.
making this fucking money. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Let's move right into college basketball, which we both talked about off the air. Number 3 ranked Gonzaga was a 35-point favorite against Tarleton State. Gonzaga was only up by 1 point at halftime and held on to the win 64-55, not even close to covering the spread.
come off the game against Duke.
Losing against Duke.
You lose by 3. It's almost like, as collectively, each player in Gonzaga fucked the hottest girl they've ever fucked in their life. They blew their load, and they came back home against Tarleton State.
And won by 11, fucking 9 points to Tarleton State.
They had no cum left in that ball sack to shoot. They were as flat as you could possibly. Think about how bad that line is.
Yeah, I know. And to be honest with you, a strong Gonzaga should have won by 30.
Absolutely.
No fucking problem.
Just flat, dead, and that's what happens with college kids.
That goes right. That's my point. College kid. Guys, if you ever needed a guy like myself, now is the time. You guys don't know how players are sick, what they're doing, what's going on, how they're playing. You guys look at the spread, see if the line moved, and get caught in these traps every fucking day. Brings me back to Duke. They come off a blowout win with Gonzaga. And last night, we just talked about you losing $20,000 fucking dollars. See, one thing about us guys, it's not all about we win every game, we win every game. Anyone that tells you that they don't lose is a fucking liar. Okay? I had Indiana last night in a fucking double overtime fucking game. And
that goes into the hundreds.
0.8 seconds, they foul. I lose the game by 2. You and I were talking about, like I said, Duke just pounded out Gonzaga. Then they come out last night and lose. You want to give them the stat on that game last night?
Up 14 at the half.
What's the stat on them being up double
So
digits at the
I put
half?
5,000 on Ohio State -4 second half to kind of offset any nonsense. Duke, the last 10 years, was 185-0.
Did you guys hear that?
85-0 when leading by 10 points or more at the half. They got outscored 41-23 in the second half.
To lose the game outright.
Lost by 5, 185-1. Can't make this shit up.
Well, no, you can't make this shit up. I mean, those are just 2 bad beats. Now, that is part of the business.
Yep.
It's one thing as a consultant, if we give a guy a game -2 and they lose by 40, that's embarrassing.
Yes.
But, you know, to go all the way into double overtime like I had with Indiana was just absolutely insane. The fact that Duke got outscored by a fucking dub in the second half is just unheard of. I said in the beginning of the year, coming off last year, I really don't like Duke. Now, they have impressed the shit out of me this year. They're definitely a different team. Coach K seems like he's into it, because last year it seemed like he didn't even want to coach.
Yeah, they didn't have the right chemistry.
So my question is Duke still a good team to look at to make money on this year?
Yeah, because they're still young.
So you'll still play Duke?
Come March, depends on the number. I'm not going to lay big wood with them. I'm not going to lay, they're going to play their next game. They're going to be laying 24, 25. They're going to be laying. I would not trust them as a big favorite. I think if you get them as a dog, the crazy thing was the Gonzaga Duke line was Duke +9. You are never going to get Duke +9 against anybody. And we all kind of missed it. We all really didn't pay attention to it. Gonzaga just blew out UCLA. The difference was UCLA was playing without Riley, who had 15 and 10 in the semifinal game last year. Riley was out. No big man. Gonzaga went crazy. We all saw them beat UCLA. We think UCLA's great. Laying 9 against Duke. We all missed it.
No doubt. Well, like I said, man, that's why you guys need a guy like myself or Brandon to get you focused and get you on the right side. Doesn't matter who wins the game. It matters who covers the fucking spread. Bottom fucking line. Hottest teams against the spread in college basketball. You guys want to grab your pen and a piece of paper. The hottest team in college basketball against the spread, guys, Alcorn State Braves from the SWAC conference. Alcorn State has been underdogs in all 6 games, including 40-point dogs against Gonzaga, but Alcorn State has covered in all 6 games against the spread.
Okay, so let me add to that. Same conference, Texas Southern. They beat Mount St. Mary's in the NCAA tournament last year, lost to Michigan in the second round, returns 4 starters, got 3 transfers, 1 from Houston who played in the Final Four, Hartford and McNeese State. The kid from McNeese State is starting this year from the SWAC. So you got Alcorn State, covered every game as a dog.
Did they cover 8 straight last year?
So 8 straight as a dog to close the year, and then this year, in their 6 games, they've been a dog 5 times. They've covered all 5, so as an underdog, going back to last year, Texas Southern's covered 13 straight. They were favored by 1.5 against Air Force and lost by 3, so they're 0-6. But I like Texas Southern tonight, +12 over Louisiana Tech. BYU played Oregon at Oregon and beat Oregon by 30. Texas Southern just went into BYU, lost by 17. Texas Southern played NC State, held them to 65 points, and lost by 7. Louisiana Tech just played NC State, lost 90-81, giving up 90. You're getting Texas Southern as a dog, trying to make it 14 straight, plus 12 tonight. Texas Southern.
Absolutely. And I'm glad to have you on the show. You know, a lot of people say, Steve, don't show no love to other cappers and blah, blah, blah. No, I don't show any love to fraudulent, fake-ass wannabe cappers. Guys that are truly certified OG in the business, they're all friends of mine. We talk, we meet, we have business meetings, we see what's going on in the industry, we scratch each other's backs. That's how you get money. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Remember that, guys. 2 other hot teams against the spread, Brandon, are from the Ivy League, the Cornell Big Red, and from the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, Coppin State Eagles. Cornell is 6-0 against the spread. Coppin State has covered 8 straight games. These teams will actually play each other on Friday, December 3rd. Cornell has covered once as a favorite, and 5 out of 5 times Cornell has won outright as an underdog this season.
Unreal. Not just cover the numbers of dog.
How many people are out there betting Cornell? Let's be real.
I get that, but you're sitting back. Cornell getting 15, loses, to have 5 outright dog winners. That's unheard of.
That's where the public fucks up. They want to bet the favorite and the over on every fucking game.
They also pay attention to the major conferences, the SEC, the ACC, the Big Ten, all those. The value is in the SWAC, is in those smaller conferences.
Absolutely.
I remember years ago, you gave out a MAC total in the MAC conference on a full slate on Saturday. The total was 61. And I popped by your office that day, and you gave out a MAC total. The final score was 10-3. And I looked at you and all these big marquee games, and you gave out a MAC total that went under by 50 points.
Absolute blowout winner, Brandon. As long as it pays, that's all that fucking matters.
So that's what I'm saying is that...
That's where I get key information, though, on these smaller fucking colleges.
Exactly right.
You know what's up with the players. You know what's going on, and that's how you have an honest chance of making money. The other thing that these people always get caught up is in the trap from the sports book. They'll see a line go up on the game, minus 11. They see it move to 13, so they automatically think there's hundreds of thousands of dollars on that game. They jump on, not knowing that it was a sports book that changed the line as a trap to bait you guys in to bet the other side.
Yep.
And you got to watch out for that shit all the time. Another hot team against the spread in the Monmouth, New Jersey Hawks from the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. The Hawks are a perfect 6-0 against the spread to start the season. Hawks are also 5-1 straight up and in first place in their conference.
They just pulled off a huge upset, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They just beat the Bearcats outright, catching 12.
Which is unheard of.
What a nugget. Another nugget.
You talk about golden fucking nuggets. The Hawks are a perfect 6-0 against the spread, man. So, guys, pay attention. A lot of these little conferences, a lot of these little teams is how you get money.
Yep.
It's when you bet the top 25 teams is when you take it in the ass on a regular fucking basis. Because once again, we talked about this off air. The lines are still soft, and the sports and odds makers are still going off last year's power rankings, which was a COVID year. So how the fuck could you go off power rankings off a year that wasn't even justified?
Yeah, the best time to get college basketball is the first 6 weeks.
So what they did focus and they have their laser focus on is top 25 teams. It's conferences like these where they really don't know how to set the line.
Yeah.
And that's how you can get your fucking money all day long. Let's move right into NFL Week 13. Let's move right into the hottest team against the spread for the entire season is still the Green Bay Packers at 10-2 against the fucking spread. Green Bay has their bye week this week, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Here's my question, Brandon. Right now, who is the best team in the NFC? Arizona, 9-2. Green Bay, 9-3. Tampa, 8-3.
First of all,
nobody fucks with Aaron Rodgers.
Did you touch the Rams Packers last week?
No, and I wish I would have because I liked Green Bay.
It's so easy when you do what we do to look at it after the game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who the fuck was Matthew Stafford to be laying points to Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field? And the public's perception and even our impression of the Rams from perception is the Rams are great. They got everybody. Their coach is great. He's horrible.
Yeah.
They're really not a good football team. And
a lot of talent over there.
We won't get Aaron Rodgers as an underdog at Lambeau Field
ever again.
No.
He'll be retired before that happens again.
10-2 against the spread. They are the best team in the NFL right now because of him. His accuracy is unbelievable, and we're probably going to get a rematch of Tampa Bay and Green Bay in the NFC Championship game again. And can Aaron Rodgers beat Tom Brady?
You know me. My quoted in my song, fuck around and bet $500,000 on Tom Brady. It's hard to go against the kingpin.
It really is.
I think go to the fucking football league.
And Green Bay's going to have home field advantage.
So with Murray, without Murray for the last 3 weeks, out of Tampa Bay, Green Bay, and Arizona, you're saying Green Bay's the best in that division?
I think Green Bay's going to end up getting home field advantage.
I think Green Bay's the best team in NFL, period.
Because of Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely. And shout out
Devontae Adams and Jones and just...
How about when Hollywood Rodgers wanted to come to Las Vegas and the Raiders couldn't fucking close the fucking deal?
Don't even get me started on the
fucking
Raiders.
ridiculous, dude. Raiders, you guys make me fucking sick. Like I said, had a chance to get Brady 2 years ago. Could have grabbed Aaron Rodgers last year. Mark Davis, 2 things. Wake the fuck up and get a fucking better haircut, dude. You look like a fucking clown. Seriously. I don't know what kind of bowl you're putting over your head, but find a different fucking barber. So I want you guys to put in a comment. Out of Arizona, Green Bay, and Tampa Bay, do you agree with me and Brandon that Green Bay is the best team in the NFC? Yes or no? Inquiring minds want to know. Here's a preview. First place in the AFC East on the line in this game. The team in the middle of the hottest against the spread streak is the New England Patriots. New England Patriots is 8-4 and in first place in the AFC East. Buffalo is 7-4 in second place in the AFC East, which Buffalo has taken 2 superstar starters off the COVID list, which will be playing this week as well. Patriots plus 2.5 at Buffalo Bills on Monday night. Okay. Here's the trend now. New England 6-0, both straight up and against the spread in their last 6 games.
Okay.
So,
ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to give the world a free winner.
Okay. Well, so should we call you Santa Claus because you're giving out gifts?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, the whole world's enamored with the New England Patriots right now. The whole world thinks the New England Patriots...
Belichick's back, best in the world.
Okay.
He's got his shit back together.
So let's slow our roll here. You ready? Here's their 4 road games this year. Houston Texans.
Garbage.
The struggling Chargers. The Carolina Panthers. And the Atlanta Falcons. Those are their 4 road games. Here's their schedule for the year. They were drilled by the Saints. They lost to Tampa Bay. Here are their wins. Houston Texans.
Garbage.
New York Jets.
Garbage.
Chargers.
Okay.
Carolina.
Garbage.
Cleveland.
Good.
Atlanta. Tennessee without Derrick Henry and Anthony Brown.
Which I don't see how Tennessee lost that game at all.
I get it, but you're losing you were without your 2 best offensive weapons.
I get it.
So my point is this. The whole world is on New England in this game. I am telling you.
Buffalo Mafia, baby,
is going to hammer this team.
I like Buffalo Mafia all day long.
I mean, they're going to hammer them. It's not going to be close. It's going to be a blowout. And
you heard it.
And everybody's going to slow their roll on New England now. They've not played anybody on the road. And remember this, even in the Houston Texans game, they were trailing the Texans early 4th quarter in that game. Love Buffalo. That's your free winner.
Brandon Lane, guys. Bills Mafia pounds out the New England Patriots. I got your back, man. Let's see what they can do. Let's do a couple previews. Arizona minus 7.5 at Chicago. Arizona has slowed down a little bit, going 3-2 both straight up and against the spread in their last 5 games. Both teams will be rested for this game. Arizona's coming off a bye, and Chicago beat Detroit on Thanksgiving, which was one of the ugliest fucking games I've ever seen in my fucking life. Here's a stat. Chicago's win on Thanksgiving was their first victory in their last 6 games. Here's a trend. Chicago has covered just once in their last 6 games. Here's a stat. Arizona's 9-2 straight up, but Kyler Murray hasn't played in several weeks, but Arizona's head coach is, quote, hopeful that both Murray and DeAndre Hopkins can return this weekend. So with that in mind, let's say Hopkins and Murray do come back. I see Chicago getting blown the fuck out.
It's amazing as well as the Niners are playing. And the Niners are playing unbelievable right now. Colt McCoy in Arizona went into San Francisco and beat the doors off them. And then they come back home and they lose to Carolina, and you scratch your head and say, how the hell did that happen? Then they turn around and go up to Seattle and beat Seattle. And that was a line that when Murray was announced not playing, it went from Arizona -2 to Seattle -4.5, and everybody got buried.
Speaking of Seattle, are you impressed with Wilson at all?
He's done.
I understand his thumb and his hand and all that type of shit. He shouldn't have took the pin out early. He should have laid it out, and he should have went ahead and demanded a trade. However, I still think he is a very, very good quarterback. Is he done?
There's a disconnect.
Is it the offensive line? What's fucking him up?
There's a disconnect between him and DJ Metcalf. If you watch the Monday night game, there's something going on with those two.
You mean when he threw into double coverage on the left when he's sitting there wide fucking open waving his fucking hands?
You can't go through a whole game and only target your best receiver 4 times.
This ain't high school.
And so there was a 3rd and 1 where he throws to the 3rd string receiver when Metcalf's one-on-one on the right. The 2-point conversion, as we talked about, Metcalf's in the left corner with his arm out saying, Russ, I'm right here.
You think there's some internal personal issues going on with that?
Absolutely, 100%. That's the report I've got from some people up in Seattle. Richard Sherman, when he left, he said that they were sick and tired of Russell Wilson and the Pete Carroll coddling him as a son. And I think the cancer has moved its way throughout the team. They're tired of the Russ.
I'm tired of seeing him and Sierra. I'm tired of seeing him, period. Like I said.
Yep.
So we're sick of seeing Russell Wilson. Brandon thinks that he's completely fallen off. I still think he's a good quarterback. Do you guys think that Russell can get his shit together and still retire as a Hall of Famer? Yes or no? I want you to put your comment in. Let's move right into college football. That's brought to you by our boys over at Blue Chew. Fall is here, and we all could use a little stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew, guys. Confidence can't take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet, and it's a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever the opportunity arises. You could be at a bar, meeting a girl, know for sure you're taking her home, pop you a little Blue Chew 30 minutes before, and break her motherfucking back. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew tablets are made in the United States and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. So, guys, you're ready to roll. It's time to get in, off the couch and back to work. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to BlueChew.com to get the fucking job done. So, that's BlueChew.com. Promotional code, guys, VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our podcast and everybody out there on Blue Chew getting the fucking job done. With being on the tests and all that type of shit, you don't need no Blue Chew or Cialis Viagra, huh? At your age or what?
No, we're good. The only time I ever really needed the Blue Chew was when
3-day runner on about 50 drinks, or
and blow, and I could fuck like a porn star doing blow and taking a couple of Viagra.
Oh God, well, you get on the alcohol and the blow, and you don't have no Blue Chew.
It's over.
You're sitting on the sidelines, no doubt a fucking about it.
As you and I talked about it, once you have a kid, all the nonsense and bullshit stop.
100%.
And then thank God I have my daughter.
So thank God to my kid.
It was an epic run.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Epic.
Oh yeah. Listen, when you talk about it, me and Brandon lived like rock and roll stars.
Oh my God.
I've lived like the fucking lead singer of Aerosmith. I've done it all. Party, went through it, orgies, the whole fucking 9 yards. But like I said, it's all about settling down, having your kids, doing the right thing, and that's where I'm at in my life, and I'm blessed to be there. Some big coaching moves. Lincoln Riley is leaving Oklahoma to coach the USC Trojans. Brian Kelly is leaving Notre Dame to coach LSU. Now, why is Brian Kelly leaving?
Well, listen, it's funny because
Notre Dame is on fucking fire.
We've not heard what Lincoln Riley got. We haven't heard his contract yet. We know Kelly's is 10-year, $95 million.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason.
Really good.
Yeah.
We haven't heard. And I agree. Playing in an independent, and basically what he said in his press conference today was Notre Dame won't join a conference. The university and their contract with NBC, they won't join a conference. So they
want that money.
He's at a disadvantage to get in the playoff every year with Notre Dame. Going to LSU, not only the money, but it gives him a chance to be in the playoff picture every single year.
Very true. So you think Kelly will do some good things for
Absolutely.
LSU?
He's a hell of a football coach, hell of a recruiter. The talent he has at Notre Dame. They had a great year. One little mishap with Cincinnati. That's it. We both had him huge Saturday night against Stanford. It's going to be interesting with Championship Sunday with Oklahoma State playing, Alabama playing. Alabama's going to lose to Georgia.
I was just going to say, what about Georgia looking like an NFL team?
Now whether they cover the 6.5, I still think they do. But so now you're going to have Cincinnati playing Houston. I think Houston can give them fits because Houston can score. That'll be interesting. So if Cincinnati beats Houston, Bama loses like I expect, Notre Dame can't get in.
Here's a stat. Lincoln Riley leaves Oklahoma after making the college football playoffs 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Also, multi-5-star recruits have announced they will not be attending Oklahoma and will most likely follow Lincoln Riley to Southern California.
Quarterback already did. The
Yeah.
number 2 quarterback from Los Alamitos committed today.
Sounds like it's time to separate the men from the boys.
Yep.
SEC Championship, Alabama's 92-game streak as the favorite is about to end as the Crimson Tide head into the SEC Championship game in Atlanta as underdogs against the number 1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Here's a stat. Alabama hasn't been underdogs since October of 2015 when they were a 1-point dog against Georgia. Alabama spanked Georgia 38-10 in that game, by the way, and were favorites in the next 92 straight games.
Wow.
Alabama opened this week as a 6.5-point dog. Georgia is favored to win the national championship at -220. Here's a stat for you guys. Georgia gives up less than 7 points per game for the entire regular season. Here's another stat. Although Georgia only allows 6.92 points per game, the average total points in Georgia games this season, 51.3.
I don't care. I will lose with Georgia. I know you're comparing apples and oranges, but Bama lost to Texas A&M.
Georgia's as strong as they've ever been right now.
Tennessee put up 28 on them. Auburn with a backup quarterback playing on one leg. If Bigsby slides down and doesn't run out of bounds, the clock goes to a minute instead of minute 40. They don't score. They lose to Auburn. We're not even having this conversation. I just don't think Bama is as good as everybody thinks they are. I will lose with Georgia before I try to win with Alabama.
Now, yeah, okay, so you're picking a side here, but what about the total that's only at 50?
That's crazy.
They're averaging 51.3 points, which is 0.8 points higher than Saturday's over-under of 50.
I don't think Bama stops Georgia.
It's going to be probably the best game we've ever seen, I'll tell you that.
But I don't know.
No, yeah, well, it is what it is. That's why you got to call 877-220-6540 or direct message me to see the type of moves that I'm making. Like I said, I don't know how many sports consultants out there cashed in $700,000 this week. I have. It is what it is. Baylor, number 9 Baylor versus number 5 Oklahoma State Saturday, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. OSU open as 4.5-point favorites. Here's the trend. In 75% of Baylor's games this season, the teams combined to score more than Saturday's over-under of 46.5. The trend, Oklahoma State has been one of the best teams against the spread this season, covering in 9 out of 12 games.
I was pretty surprised to see Oklahoma go into Oklahoma State and score the way they did. As good as that Oklahoma State defense was playing. I'm not touching this game. I can't. I just want to watch it and enjoy it. The Baylor quarterback scares me a little bit. He threw a horrible pick in the TCU game, which cost them. I'm not going to touch this game. I'm just looking forward to watching it. The Mike Gundy mullet.
I mean, I like your honesty. That's the difference between a true professional sports consultant and a guy that just wants to try to make money with you. There's games that you just don't bet. Sit on the sideline, sit at the house, and watch the game for an enjoyment. There's too many other teams out there to bet on to make your fucking money.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Number 2 Michigan versus number 13 Iowa. What's up with your Michigan team, Poppy? They sure as fuck did. Absolute blowout winner. Michigan has moved up to number 2 in the college football top 4 playoff rankings after their impressive victory over Ohio State.
I heard a story from my sources that Michigan's coach, Jim Harbaugh, his wife is a raging alcoholic.
Which means she's probably giving a lot of players some pussy.
And there is
Alcohol comes with giving up your pussy.
There's a rumor out there
Mix that with Adderall, she'll let the whole team fuck her.
that there's a player who
knocked it out?
and there's a tape,
I'm sure there is.
and it's all powers that be are trying to stop this tape.
I wanna see it.
To the public.
Like I said, a horny ass fucking lady in her 40s, fucking a college kid, just killing it.
Unreal. And they're doing everything they can not to let this. And I told my boy who gave me the intel, I said, divorce her, give her half. Be done with it.
Now,
Who cares?
People don't like giving up half
No.
when you got that paper, Brandon.
Nope, exactly
You know what I
right.
mean? I
Yep.
know I sure don't.
Nope.
Michigan opened as 11-point favorites, and as of Tuesday, the line was Michigan minus 10.5. Here's the trend. Michigan has been favored by more than 10.5 points 6 times this season, and the Wolverines are a 5-1 against the spread. One more trend. Michigan is a stellar 10-2 against the spread this season.
Unreal.
Who you taking, Poppy?
Wow.
Taking the points,
dog.
huh?
Look at you.
Oh, shit, baby. That's why you better make sure you call me. We'll get you on that winning edge. But like I said, that's Poppy's team, so I had to at least ask him. NHL hockey first period, which, guys, if you haven't signed up for my first period hockey totals, who the fuck doesn't want an 80% winning total?
That's impressive.
You guys are out there betting all this fucking bullshit, favorites, this, that, and the other, losing your ass, and not even paying attention to these first period hockey totals, which I give you on a weekly basis. These stats were generated on Tuesday afternoon. Colorado Avalanche are 5-0 to the over in the first period in their last 5 games. The Stars, Devils, Wild, Sabres, and Oilers are each 4-1 to the over in the first period in their last 5 games. Are you adding that up there, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm on it.
You know what I mean? $10,000 a game, you adding up what you have in your pocket there on those first period over totals? First period unders, guys. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 5-0 to the under in the first period in their last 5 games. The Nashville Predators and Detroit Red Wings are both 4-1 to the under in the first period in their last 5 games. If you guys don't listen to that, I don't know what else to tell you. At the end of the day, guys, it's all about making money, it's all about performing, and it's all about making a second income. Call now or direct message me, and I will show you guys how to make more money betting sports than you do in your day job, plain and fucking simple. It's Christmas time, everybody needs money, and everybody wants to be on the winning side, and I want to help you get there. Brandon, I appreciate you stopping by. We always have a good time. Anything else you want to say? Shoot the shit?
Yeah, Poppy, my high school sweetheart, my first love, her son is Vastardis, who is the starting center for Michigan. And I went on Instagram.
Now, hold on. Before you get into the story,
Yeah.
She didn't have any problem with your micro penis, did she?
No, not at all.
She was cool with it?
Not at all.
She took it like no big deal?
No, 8.5 with an arc. It gets to the G spot, no problem.
Oh,
whatsoever.
8.5 with an arc. You're in the big boy league.
check
Okay,
this
go
out.
ahead.
So, about 4 years ago, I was back in Midland, Michigan, and she wanted me to go to Blessed Sacrament Church, which when we were dating in high school. And as we're walking into the church, 2 altar boys had their dicks jammed into a snowbank. And I go, yo, the fuck are you guys doing? And one altar boy goes, oh, Father McCallahan likes a couple of cold ones after Mass.
This fucking guy and his altar boy motherfucking jokes, man. One thing that ain't a motherfucking joke.
Oh, man. BrandonLang.com. Let's rock and roll. Other than that, this was fun.
Anything you want to tell these people about the couple episodes you've seen of the $1 Million Weekend, Brandon?
Oh, my God. You did it again. And I say this to you all the time. The movie came out in 2005.
2 for the money for all you squares out there.
I got paid to film 3 pilots, 2 for USA Network, 1 for the Travel Channel. The one on the Travel Channel actually aired. I didn't get a 10-episode pickup. Why I have such a respect for you is you got 1 show on the air, Money Talks. God, I'm proud of you and happy for you because going through it, I know how hard it is to get a show on the air. Man, I tip my cap. And now this $1 Million Weekend, you got another one with Netflix.
Well, you ain't got to worry about it. You're going to be on a couple episodes of that show as well.
Still, it has nothing to do with you want to bring me along, that'd be great. But just knowing what it takes.
Yeah, in the Hollywood
circle to get a show on TV. That's why you're my boy.
And an uncensored guy that don't give a fuck at that. You know what I mean?
Nope. And I say this all the time is that when you're in our inner circle, we don't hate on anyone. We don't. We want everybody to be successful. We want everybody to win money. We want everybody in our inner circle of people are good people. We don't hate on anybody unless you hate on us first.
There you
Simple as
go.
that.
Bottom fucking line. Coming right from Brandon Lang. But anyway, guys, it is a great time of the year right now. We're approaching playoffs. It's Christmas season. It's holiday. Everybody needs to get some motherfucking money. I'm going to be running promotions all week. Tomorrow I'm doing something very special. Make sure you check out my story. Make sure you check out my page. I'm giving everybody the opportunity, whether you're crawling or balling, to get involved with VIP Sports. Come join this fucking money train and run these motherfucking bookies over like they've never been ran over before. We're going to treat them like a $2 whore on Boulder Highway. Nut in their fucking mouth, slap them, and fucking bounce. And keep your money on top of it. Guys, like I said, man, everything is good right now. Life is good. And I want you guys to remember one thing. Regardless if you're in a dark place right now, life isn't treating you the way that you want it to, you're not doing good at your job, you always got to stay positive. Do not let the negativity weigh you fucking down. Negativity is like ankle weights. If you let it, they will hold you fucking down. You have to break the cycle. You got to stay positive. Stay motivated. Go check out Master Closer 101 and motivate yourself. Fine-tune your sales skills into a finely tuned fucking machine that I know that you guys are. Remember, the brain is the most powerful thing in the world. We only use this much of it. You guys can accomplish anything you put your mind to, no matter what's going on in this world, as long as you don't take no for a motherfucking answer. Get out there, get on the ground, baseball bat these motherfuckers if you have to, do whatever it takes to get the job done, and remember one thing, guys, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Brandon, thanks for stopping by. You filled in great for the paparazzi. Paparazzi, I love you. The VIP crew, keep kicking ass and taking names, and we look forward to you calling and joining the team. We love you. I'm out.
It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.